What up guys, welcome to episode 2 of my creator club. We're going to get into the video in a second, but first, as I said, I recorded the last video last night, and while I was editing it, Fennon showed up.
I'm back guys, hello.
So, if you're only following our Football Manager videos on YouTube, you won't know who this is. You barely know who I am. I've only been on one Football Manager video on YouTube. Fennon is my co-streamer and co-content creator on our other video series that we've got going, Subnautica. He's sat beside me at all times. We've had the discussion today about what we're planning for this series. This is my series. The Creator Club is my series going forward. Fennon is going to start creating his own series today, hopefully, as we record this.
Yes.
And what we've decided is essentially, while this is my series, he will be in occasional videos, probably most of them, because we live together and the setup is in his bedroom. So he'll be here for quite a lot of it. But he's here just to comment on the games and to give his insights, but he has no creative control over the team. It's going to be an interesting dynamic, because whenever we play together, we always discuss what the team's going to do. But yeah, he's here mostly to watch his created player in the save, see how he progresses. What I didn't mention last video is that both the players I created, Jacob Mead and Fennon, they have 200 potential, which is the max you can give them. So even if we can't keep them, we're going to keep an eye on them and see how they perform throughout the save. Today I have played through to Stoneham, who we have in the FA Cup's second qualifying round, and Welling, who I've put down as a rival because we are still playing in Dartford, even though we have the stadium name The White Tree, because of the White Tree of Gondor.
The beacons are lit! Got knuckles for it!
Alright, so, as you can see from our recent form, we played St Albans in the last video. We had a pretty good run. Jacob Mead got his first goal, John Goodard got another, and then Bath City we unfortunately didn't do very well. I believe at this point I had players in international games, so I'd lost some of my first team, had to rotate a bit as well. Malas scored in this game. It was a ridiculous goal. And then we had 2 draws, which should have been wins, really. So what does that mean for the table? Well, if we have a look here, we are currently sat 5th with 12 points. Is that us? No, 11 points. The form isn't quite there, but we're still performing okay. Our goal difference isn't terrible. I mean, look at Bath City, though. That's why they beat us. And we're going to try and continue that a little bit today. We'll go over to the transfers. Dylan Barkers, I've got him. He's our new starting defensive midfielder.
17 jumping reach.
Yeah.
Mate, the guy's a machine.
He's brilliant. We've got Lewis Hall, who is a future left back, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm not starting him, but he's got good potential. We've got Benjamin Poor, who, when I signed him, Morgan was sat next to me and went, oh, yeah, he definitely is poor. But he's 16 years old and he's got good potential and covers both wings. And then Joshua Beeson, I signed him as a striker because my director of football suggested him. And again, one for the future.
A very Papa Roach signing that was. Very last resort.
So on the squad screen you can see here, we've not really got a standout goal scorer. John Goodard is the main one. And then Jacob Mead as well. And the assists come from everywhere. So we've not really got much to look at. But the squad age is pretty young. We've got a lot of high potential. I mean, if you look at this, we've got 5, 6 5-star potentials, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, couple of 4s, and the abilities, a couple of 4-star players, 3.5, and then a load of 3-stars. So we're not looking terribly here. So we've got a future in us. We just need to get the team working together. The dynamics is dropping because of the form. Managerial support's good, and the team cohesion has jumped from the last game. So I think I'm a bit of an idiot and haven't actually gone to the next game day. So we will be back when I get to the game day, and we'll see you then. Alright guys, so here we are on game day. I've got my starting 11 out almost. I've had to bring Gennard Mead on for, who was it I dropped? Morris, because he's not fully fit. So we've got Gregory in goal, Gennard, Mead, Duxbury, Bonner and Tootle on the back line. Barker's behind Fennon and Briggs, with Goddard and Odalusi supporting Jacob Mead up front. My apologies. So without any further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, we are favourites, and they're all complacent or unsure. I've got good manager experience, but the team dynamics just are not there right now, so we really need to work on this. But Odalusi almost wins that. They've already got a booking in less than 3 minutes. So Tootle to Bakers, to Briggs, out to Odalusi. Looking for the overlap, there's Tootle, and that was a poor first touch. He's 30 years old, and you'd expect much better from him with that experience. Let's turn my phone on to silent so it doesn't interrupt us again. Briggs, looking for Goddard. And he gets the second bite at the cherry. 4th goal this season. We are 1-0 up with less than 5 minutes on the clock, and we really need this win.
Well, that goal definitely raised the moods amongst the players, so it is a very good start.
Yeah, no, it's a much needed win. It could do wonders for the dynamics, which has been dropping in the week between the intro of this video and this game. It's just been terrible. But Briggs finds Odalusi, ball back to Briggs, goes it alone, top corner. This guy wants to play centre back, but the amount he just controls midfield alongside you, Fennon, is he's never going in centre back.
I've always known him as a defender, though.
What, Briggs?
Yeah, back in his earlier days at like Fulham, and I think he was in the Championship at one point.
Yeah, no, he's just too good as a midfielder for me to play him as a centre-back. So they've just had their first shot on goal at the 20th minute stage, and we've got Duxbury with a ball in, can't quite find anyone, and this looks like it's going to be their counter-attack. But it goes back to the keeper, and if we can win this, which we clearly do,
soon.
There's Duxbury, finds Fennon. First time I've seen Fennon on the ball since you've been here, but he finds Odalusi straight at the keeper. None of our strikers or attacking players have a great shooting attribute or a finishing attribute.
Opposite side of the goal, and that's 3-0.
Yeah. Alright, this time the corner does drop back to us, but the highlight ends. A lot happening in this game. It's kind of the opposite of the last video, when the games just kind of never happened. But we have Tootle out on the right there. Odalusi, back post, there's Goddard from the left wing. 5th goal of the season, 2nd of the night. Oh, I'm enjoying this game a lot more than I was enjoying the between period.
This is going rather smoothly at the moment.
Touch wood. But beautiful finish there.
Famous
from the
last words.
And another one, Tootle. Tackled there. That's got to be a red then, surely.
Off you go.
Down to 10
Card
then.
ref, there you go.
2nd yellow card. It's an early bar for Luca Wiltshire. Alright. So, Duxbury finds Barker's near post.
Yeah.
We're doing quite well with these set pieces, I think. No, not set pieces, because that's our first set piece goal. We're doing quite well with these crosses from the right.
Making the most of that 17 jumping reach, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't even think I've got him up there for the corners, because I haven't adjusted them since I brought him in. But we'll have to work on that. But there's Jacob Mead, finds Odalusi. And Odalusi just tries to chip the keeper, but actually chips the goal.
That didn't even look like a chip.
No, it didn't look like it, but I think it was. Good long ball forward for Odalusi. Ball in. Massive deflection. There's Gennard Mead. So confusing having 2 J Meads, especially as Jacob always seems to drop out on that left flank as well. But Gennard Mead again, looking for Goddard. Ball in, trying to repay the favour to Odalusi there. Goes back to Briggs. Finds Goddard, there's his hat-trick, but I think he's offside. It's
a great ball.
No, he's onside.
That is such a incredible ball there by Briggs.
So Odalusi, back to Briggs, and then Briggs just dictates the play there. Little dinky over the top to find Goddard's run, and first time finish to the near post.
And I believe that's Goddard's hat-trick.
It is his hat-trick tonight. And it's a perfect hat-trick. He scored right foot, left foot and header, he just said at the bottom. Oh, I'm enjoying this game.
It's only one game, Stu.
I've got them inspired a
Only
bit.
one game.
It's also against a completely non-league team, but that's not the point. I'm enjoying the game. So 2-2, looking for Odalusi, who doesn't make the run. He must have been offside and decided not to go for it. But there's Briggs, finds Goddard, out to Gennard Mead. See, the two players that I really want to see are Fennon and Jacob Mead, and you just don't really see much of them. I say as they're both in there, and that one was offside. And luckily Jacob Mead doesn't get an assist. He did get called up to the under-19s for the Irish squad. Remember I said I randomised everything, including nationalities.
Yes.
So he actually got a goal for the under-19s Irish side, which was really interesting.
Go on, son. Penalty?
That's a penalty. That's a penalty.
Go on, second yellow. Go on.
Didn't let me change the player, so we have Goddard taking it, but that's fine. Can he get a fourth of the night? He can. Keeper kind of takes 2 steps in the wrong direction. Goddard takes that and buries it.
Well, this will definitely do the dynamics a big favour, wouldn't it?
I really hope so. If we do all of this for nothing. Interesting to see that they've now gone very narrow, and I have no idea what they're doing here. Their tactics just changing constantly. But it's working in our favour because we're playing a wing play system, which means that they're not really pushing for us. Goddard has to stay on. There's no way he can come off. He's on a 10 rating with 4 goals.
I think he's done what he needs to do, though. I don't feel...
We're going to bring Duxbury off and we're going to bring Essam on. And then looking at this, I think either Odalusi or Fennon, because they're tiring. Goddard's tiring a little bit as well. So I'll bring Fennon off. We're going to bring Oduardo on.
Ooh,
No, we're
maybe
not.
not.
No, we're not. We're going to bring Ryan Harley on.
That's better.
And then that leaves us with Kleber in case Goddard or Odalusi needs to come off in 10 minutes. Alright. 6-0 as it stands. I'd really like to see Goddard get a couple more goals and go for that double hat-trick in this game. I don't think I've ever in my career of Football Manager playing had a double hat-trick in a competitive game. So looking for Goddard but can't quite get there. Gennard Mead drops back though. There's Harley, Goddard, Harley, Briggs, finds Odalusi, and he does finally get that goal. First goal of the season for Odalusi. And it's been a long time coming. He's got a couple of blocked shots, couple of saves and a couple of offsides, so it's really nice to see him get his first goal. And again, Briggs with that through ball. Telling you man, midfield, that's where he plays.
We can't get too ahead of ourselves. We've got to remember they're a non-league side.
Yeah, I know. I've just paused on a highlight.
But 7-0 to start off today's episode is just pretty astounding. So
right, I am going to bring off Odalusi and leave Goddard on, and we're going to have him play as a inverted winger on attack.
Okay.
So, what is interesting as well is I do believe that Goddard only plays on a supporting structure. So he's getting all these goals as a supportive player. Alright, it's gone back to Essam. There's Gennard Mead. Finds Goddard. Gennard Mead again. That's the second yellow. They're down to 9 men. And do you know what? I haven't even made a shout. When the tactical changes go into play, I'm going to
drop some praise.
Yeah. And we're going to go attacking for the final 5 minutes. We've got to do it while they're down to 9 men. So he's going to play the ball forward for Goddard. Then Goddard is finding Harley. There's Briggs, Kaleba, back to Briggs, Kaleba, Jacob Mead. Every game he gets a shot off like that and you're just waiting for it to hit the back of the net. Alright, Barker's heads it to the keeper this time. Do you reckon we got one more goal in us? Doesn't look like it. But an XG of 3.82, 7 goals. Can't ask for more than that. Let's outstretch the arms. Well done, lads. Alright guys, we have the FA Cup third qualifying round draw now, so let's see who we get. We're looking for another non-league team. We want to get a little bit of a cup run going. So anyone that doesn't have letters next to it, Barking or Leatherhead. Perfect.
Happy days.
Alright guys, we are back, and this time it's Welling away, and we're not making any changes to the team apart from Morris comes back in at left back. He's our starting left back, so it makes sense to bring him in. So it is Gregory in goal, Morris, Duxbury, Bonner and Tootle on the back line, Barker's behind Fennon and Briggs, and then Goddard and Odalusi supporting Jacob Mead. We really need to get some goals from Jacob Mead now. He needs to start scoring to repay the faith, and he is still one of our best strikers, so yeah, just need to see him get a goal or two, and hopefully he can do that today. So let's submit the team and go through to game day. Carry on your last performance. Got them motivated, come on! We did have a look at the dynamics during the off period as well, and it's improving. Slowly but surely, they're now in the green or on the line instead of just in the red.
There's no red across the board. That's how okay it looks at the moment.
Yeah, but it can change just like that, and we really need to work out what we're doing here. But we have a throw-in with Briggs, finds Goddard to Bakers. Briggs, Fennon, back post to Odalusi, and he just can't put it into the net. First real thing we've seen from Fennon today in the video.
Probably in the entire save.
No, he's had a couple of good balls. One was unfortunately offside, but he's had a couple of good efforts. But not much has happened here. Now, Welling are not an easy team, and they are a big rival that we're away from home at. So I will take a draw here. Don't particularly want to draw, I want the win, but I'll accept a draw. And yeah, not much really happening. We're dictating the rate of play. We've had more shots, more on target, better possession. Not really anything else happening in this game, and to the point that I forgot to make subs because I wasn't paying attention. Right, Tom Bonner's coming off. We're going to bring Connor Essam on again. That's the usual.
Morris is having a horrible time out there at the moment.
Alright, so Morris for George Smith. He's a youngster, I'm expecting that. And it looks like Odalusi might be the final sub we make in 10 minutes' time. We're going to drop some encouragement and make our final sub. Not much happening in this game. It actually looks like it's either Fennon or Goddard. Is that Goddard? No, Goddard's having a
He's having an okay game. Probably Fennon.
Right, so
just get Harley on, yeah.
And can we drop some more encouragement?
Are you going to go at him, or are you going to stay as you are?
I'm going to stay as I am. I'm willing to take the draw in this. And it looks like we are getting the draw. So a victory and a draw today. It's not the worst. We're now in 6th. Only 5 points off top and still in the playoffs. That's the goal. That's what we got to do. So we're going to stick to the playoffs. I'll deal with that off camera. In the meantime, let's have a look at the schedule. I would like to show you the cup run, but I don't think we should do another game immediately. So I'm thinking maybe I go through October and come back at the start of November with Chippenham and Oxford City. Maybe we'll go Oxford and Hemel, so it's a home and away. So thank you once again. Not quite sure when we're going to be releasing this video. As I said, I've recorded it the day after I released the first video. It might be out this weekend, it might be out during the week. Haven't decided yet. It depends if Fennon creates his video, and we'll alternate which videos we release. If you have enjoyed this video, if you are enjoying this series, please drop a like and a subscribe. It lets us know that you're enjoying what we're doing. Throw a comment down into the comment section. I'm looking for all the constructive criticism you have, and I'd love to know what you enjoy about it. If you are interested in seeing more of us, down here we have 2 YouTube channels. This channel for our series, then our VODs channel. We're live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday evening over at twitch.tv/Gondor_Gaming, and check out Gondor Gaming on Twitter, where we'll keep you up to date with everything that we're doing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Peace!